feast.
Roast turkeys, holiday hams, fall off the bone pork shoulder. Not to mention cheesy mac and cheese, scallop potatoes, pumpkin or pecan pie. There's a lot to be thankful for this year.
Have a thankfully hassle-free Thanksgiving and order yours online at fosters.ky. Fosters, better because we care.
The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by K-Man Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211. And K-Man Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And 345 Equipment, quality machinery, parts, and repair services for all of your construction equipment needs. Call 525-0021 or email info@345equipment.ky.
And now, Radio Cayman presents The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. Here's your host, ANITA Khan.
Good morning. It's Taco Tuesday on the Business Buzz. Good morning and happy Tuesday to our listeners, our YouTube viewers, our studio guest, DJ Silver Fox, who is holding it down in the studio, and the producer of the Business Buzz, Miss Susan Watson, who is off on a much-needed vacation. We have 3 segments on the Business Buzz today, so it's going to be a busy morning. First segment, we have Meals on Wheels. After the 8 o'clock news, weather, traffic, and Tucker giveaway. We will hear from Cayman Hearing Center on the second segment, and Rotary Central will be in the studio for the final portion of today's Buzz. So we have an exciting offer for all our listeners each Tuesday on the Business Buzz. Silver Fox, you ready for this? It's Taco Tuesday, and we're giving away a gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant and Bar every Tuesday morning. Now, who doesn't love 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas? Don't call me and tell me, okay? All you have to do is listen to the trivia question and be the lucky caller with the correct answer when we pick our winner right after the 8 o'clock news segment. Say around 8:15 or so, so don't call me now. One winner will receive a gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant that can be used at either location in East End or in West Bay at Morgan's Harbor. Now, any day, not just on Taco Tuesdays. But you don't want to miss out on the 2-for-1 taco and margarita special that's on all day today, Paul. Featuring specialty tacos like peanut chicken, there's blackened fish, pulled pork, vegetarian, and of course, my favorite, coconut shrimp. So are you ready for the trivia question? I'm giving you this question for you to, think about it, whet your appetite a little bit, and then call us around while DJ Fox is on, while the news is on and all that. So when we come back from the 8:15 break, you can call with your answer. So that trivia is, which industry in Mexico popularized tacos? Was it construction, mining, or agriculture? I'll repeat the question. Which industry in Mexico popularized tacos? Was it the construction industry, mining industry, or agriculture? Don't call me now. Don't forget, do not call the station now. All right? You'll have time to call. The numbers you can use, 1-800-534-8255 or 949-8037. There's also 949-6990 if you know the answer. Having said all of that, let's welcome our guest in the studio this morning. She's enjoyed listening to Taco Tuesday, I'm sure. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Miss Anita.
Jennifer, good morning. Jennifer is the general manager of Meals on Wheels, Cayman Islands. And whenever there's something exciting to talk about, she's always in the studio, right, Jennifer?
Yes, ma'am. I'm always here. Because there's always something exciting happening.
Well, start charging your rent. So, Jennifer, what do you have coming up? What's the latest?
Well, what we have coming up now is our annual Turkey Trot. So this is our 7th year doing the Turkey Trot, and we want to thank Grand Ole House, which is where our event will be held this Saturday, November the 26th. Already, it's the end of November, believe it or not.
You just had turkey trot last year.
We just had turkey trot. It feels like it was last week. So time is flying. But this weekend, we are hoping to have to fill the streets of South Church Street with our turkey trot. We're only doing the 5K this year, not our 10K. We've really brought it back to be a fundraising event. So a lot of people use this right before the marathon. It's kind of their last little road race. So we're looking forward to turkey trot this Saturday at 6 a.m. Breakfast on the deck at Grand Ole House. If you haven't registered yet online, we'll get into that a little bit more, but that's what we have coming up.
So you said you changed it you went back to 10K.
No, we're only doing the 5K. For a few
Only
years,
the
we did
5K.
the 5K and the 10K.
And 10K, right, that's what I
but
thought.
we're
right.
only doing the 5K this year
only doing
again.
the 5K.
Yes.
Okay.
That allows for more families, our four-legged friends, anybody pushing a stroller. It's just a bit more family-friendly, and that's really what this event is about. It's a fundraising event for Meals on Wheels. We are not professional race organizers. We leave that to the marathon and all the other groups out there that are doing those.
You still do a pretty good job.
We do a really good job. It is a fun event for the entire family that comes out, and we're looking forward to that again.
Okay, so Jennifer, can you, for those folks who are listening or watching via YouTube and don't know anything at all about Meals on Wheels, Cayman Islands, give us some background information and the ultimate goal for for Meals on Wheels.
So Meals on Wheels is actually celebrating 25 years of serving the community this year.
Wow.
What started as a very small backyard, quote-unquote, organization feeding a few people in Georgetown has grown to an organization that right now we currently serve over 300 seniors every single day across all 5 districts. And unfortunately, that demand keeps growing, and every single day we keep getting referrals. One of the things that we always tell people is we deliver smiles, and we deliver so much more than just a meal. So when we deliver that lunchtime meal to a senior, not only are they getting a nutritious meal, something that is essential to all of us, but especially to our elderly, but that opportunity for our volunteers to connect, that social interaction. Isolation is a huge part of a senior's life around the world, not just here in Cayman. So that social engagement with our volunteers every single day, just seeing how they're doing, what they need, and trying to fill the gap in other areas as well. If we get to know our seniors, we rely very heavily on our volunteers, and we could not do our work without our volunteers. We use over 130 volunteers every single week. So it is essential what we are providing for the community, and the overall goal of Meals on Wheels is to end senior hunger. Senior hunger is real. When our phones will start ringing pretty early with people saying, "Hey, is lunch coming today?" Or if unfortunately when there's a lot of traffic and our volunteers are running late and lunches are being delivered late, we know that people are peeking out their windows. So essentially what we want to do is make sure that we are in a position to have enough funds to support our seniors. These meals are delivered free of charge to the seniors, however, definitely not free of charge to provide those meals.
I know. It's hard enough cooking for a family of 4, much as, providing meals for 300 people. Now, Jennifer, how does Meals on Wheels fund this program?
So initially, we get a small grant from government that covers about 10% of our budget for meals. And our fundraising events, just like Turkey Trot, are key elements of our fundraising. The other thing is the faithful givers in the community. Companies, individuals, service groups, and schools. I have got to give a shout out to the schools, especially John Gray High School, Island Montessori, Clifton Hunter High School, that they are really just pushing all the time to find ways that they can give back to our seniors. But without the individuals and organizations like those just mentioned, without them, we really could not provide the service to the community that we do.
So the Turkey Trot is one of your big fundraisers?
Turkey Trot is one of our important fundraisers. It's not necessarily our biggest one. It's definitely one that we encourage the community to get involved. Our largest fundraising event is our annual Orange You Glad Gala. We only have 4 fundraising events for the year, and those are critical to ensure that we raise enough funds to provide meals all 52 weeks of the year. We don't stop serving. We provide meals Monday to Friday, and people often ask, well, what happens on the weekends? Well, neighbors are home, family is home, so we don't want to take away that Cayman kindness that is typical for us to look out for our elderly or grandparents or aunts and uncles and neighbors. But Turkey Trot allows the community to come out and not only be active together, do something together as a family, but also raises that awareness of what is going on with Meals on Wheels, and everybody being able to give back in a small way. So there is a registration fee. So for an adult, it's $25. And what we can say is when you register and pay that $25, you are feeding someone for a week. So we don't see it as just, oh, well, it's $25 is a lot. You're actually providing much needed food for an older person for an entire week with that registration.
And you get a T-shirt to boot.
You do get a T-shirt, and this year our goodie bags are awesome. We've got some goodies in our packets from Saxon, from Himalaya has provided some amazing products as well. Madax, we want to thank all of those in-kind sponsors for supporting Turkey Trot.
So I'll get my bag with my T-shirt.
Yes, ma'am.
Himalaya
and some little
product.
treats. Yeah.
All right. No.
Some healthy treats and some not so healthy treats will also be in your packet.
Okay. We'll take what we get, right? Give us some, how do we register?
Okay, so you can register online at mealsonwheels.ky, or if you follow us on social media, you can also find the links through our social media pages. You can also register directly through Cayman Active. And for those who don't want to mess with anything online, you can find us at the Westin this Wednesday and Thursday from 12 noon until 6 p.m. We'll be in the Little Cayman boardroom, which is right inside the lobby of the Westin. So we want to thank the Westin as well for providing this registration space for us. So you can come in and register there in person, pay your fees, collect your packet and your bib numbers, and you'll be ready for Saturday morning.
All right. Now, okay, so you will start from Grand Ole House. Take us through the route.
Okay, so we start at Grand Ole House facing, I'm not good with needles, facing north. So then we go up South Church Street, we turn on Melmac and come down Walker's Road. At Walker's Road, we turn right and come back along right across from Miss Lassie's house. And then we cross Smith Bacadere and we end at Grand Ole House once again. And we love the venue at Grand Ole House. And once again, this year we'll be ending with a continental breakfast on the deck of Grand Ole House. So a great, nice way to ease into the morning. Everybody knows that Grand Ole House is one of the most beautiful places that we have on island, and we want to thank Cafe del Sol, who will be brewing fresh coffee for us. Kirk Market and Progressive are going to be helping provide those breakfast items. And of course, we have trophies for our winners, and we're also doing a raffle. We have, I think, probably 25 to 35 prizes that we're giving away. So everybody who participates,
spot prizes?
These are spot prizes. Everybody who participates will have the opportunity to win some amazing prizes in our raffle.
So when would the registration packages be ready to pick up?
On Wednesday and Thursday at the Westin. So anybody who has pre-registered or anybody who's going to register in person, everybody can pick up their packets on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. Now, put in all these. Let's say the four your fundraisers for the year, Jennifer. I know it takes a lot out of you and your staff.
It does.
And your volunteers. But I've been to, I haven't been to all your fundraisers, but I've been to Orange Gala.
Yes,
and
you
that
have.
was amazing. We haven't spoken since then. That's since last year. No,
That is true.
We haven't spoken.
We need to
since
change
last year.
that.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was an amazing event. Now, and like you mentioned, that's your biggest fundraiser.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you hoping to say come 2023 add another fundraiser to those?
We are looking at what it takes to add another fundraiser, or not necessarily add another fundraiser, but raise our support and our awareness in the community. One of the things that everybody is aware of is that there are a lot of charities in Cayman, and our fishbowl in Cayman for funds is very small. We're always asking the same people, and we understand that companies have to choose. So for us, it might not necessarily be adding a fundraiser, but really garnishing the support of the community. As people realize the essential work that we are doing. It is so much more than just a meal. We also have a major project that we're going to be undertaking next year. Hopefully, Meals on Wheels will be getting its very first home. So we are hoping to build our own facility that will have our own kitchen and pantry, storage area, a multi-purpose room, our offices. Right now, we operate out of 4 different kitchens, plus an admin area, plus a storage area. So when one of our seniors from East End says that they need a grocery bag, we have to get it from our storeroom, then we take it to our office, and then we have to process it through the kitchen. So putting everything into one location will be great. However, that's going to be a major undertaking that we will be definitely reaching out to the community for support.
All right. So, boy, that's a lot of work. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Business Buzz. We have 3 segments today. This is our first, and we're speaking to the General Manager of Meals on Wheels Cayman Islands, Ms. Jennifer West. Jennifer, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue the discussion. In the meantime, I want to say thanks to our sponsors, Cayman Insurance Center, Cayman Medical Supplies, and 345 Equipment Services. And just in case you missed our announcement earlier this morning about Taco Tuesday, well, just be aware that it's Taco Tuesday. We give you you get a gift certificate, compliments of Tucker Restaurant and Bar. That's every Tuesday morning. And all you have to do is listen up to the trivia question and call in after the news this morning. Speak to DJ Silver Fox. He's waiting anxiously to take your call at that time, not now. And that question, let me tell you, it's which industry in Mexico popularized tacos? Was it the construction industry, the mining industry, or agriculture?
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, he hath founded it upon the seas.
Some military action took place off the sea during World War II. On land, very little military action took place despite the installation of the U.S. Naval Base in Georgetown. Although they did have regular rounds of duties, the Americans had opportunities to interact with locals when not on duty. Informal parties were held at Petra Plantation, Hislop's Ice Cream Parlor, or the tea shop run by Madeline and Myrtle Ebanks. Reverend George Hicks, a Presbyterian minister, was appointed honorary chaplain. As would be, romance blossomed, as well as including the marriage of Lillian Bodden, daughter of Captain Rail and Chief Warrant Officer Jack Howard. However, tensions did occasionally rise, especially if the young Caymanian women were overly friendly to the Americans. On several occasions, fights between the Caymanian men and American military would break out near the town hall, with the most serious incident taking place in December 1943 when 40 of the Caymanian men were home on leave.
The Rotary Central Music Extravaganza is Saturday, November 26th. Your ticket, your chance, your prize. Grand prize, $40,000. Second prize, $4,000. 6 $1,000 prizes and more. Get your $25 tickets now through Rotary Central members, Rotary Central ticket sellers, eventpro.ky, or WhatsApp Rotarian Annie Rose Scott in Cayman Brac at 916-7310. The Rotary Music Extravaganza at Salty's Grand Harbor. Performances by Heat, Fabulous 68 and CNB. November 26th, you can be the winner. Proceeds fund Rotary Central Community Projects. Rotary Central NPO number 232. Rotary, all the good you imagine.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Homeowners, protecting your family and property is crucial during the season, and you should always assess insurance needs long before a storm makes landfall. Most insurers won't issue policies when a storm is imminent. Cayman Insurance Center's team of professionals can help owners like you find the most comprehensive coverage and competitive rates. Call Michael Webster today at 925-5433 or Denise Brown at 814-7229. Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Call Michael and Denise today at Cayman Insurance Center.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Still delivering island-wide for your convenience.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. We have in studio this morning from Meals on Wheels, Ms. Jennifer West. Jennifer is the general manager of Meals on Wheels. Jennifer, I'm always interested in what's cooking, especially in the kitchen of Meals on Wheels. And you happen to have a menu on hand.
Yeah.
And I'm loving this menu. I'm looking at, what's today's date? The 22nd?
Yes, ma'am.
Today you're going to have fish, yellow rice, fried plantain, salad, and vegetable soup for your seniors. 300 seniors.
Yes, ma'am.
So you had to prepare enough meat, enough fish, yellow rice, fried plantain, salad, and vegetable soup for 300 people.
Well, we have to prepare enough meals for 335 seniors. However, that is not necessarily the menu for everyone.
Okay.
Because some people are allergic to fish. Some people are diabetic, so they don't get rice. So our plates are not just generic. They are packed individually, and seniors will get little smiley faces and their names on the boxes, because some people that can't have fish, they might get oxtail, they might get stewed chicken instead. So, and some people are going to get cassava instead of rice. So we definitely try to cater to the dietary needs and medical needs of each of our seniors as well.
Okay, I'll hand you back your menu because
you.
I'm looking at it and getting hungry over here. Now, volunteers. You did mention to me that you have enough volunteers for the turkey trot.
Yes.
How about volunteers for delivering those meals?
Now, we have an army of amazing volunteers. However, people travel, people get sick, people change jobs and are no longer available. So we're always looking for volunteers. However, I would say if somebody signs up to deliver meals in Georgetown on a Tuesday, it might take them a bit longer to get a route, because if we don't need a volunteer for Georgetown on a Tuesday, then we kind of put you on the back burner until a route becomes available. However, that being said, with the holidays coming up, we always need extra hands as people travel. We need other volunteers to stand in the gap to fill those holiday days when people are off island. We also do lots of extra things on the holidays. We're delivering Christmas gifts. We're delivering Christmas grocery bags. So we always need extra hands around the holidays. So anybody can volunteer by signing up on our website, mealsonwheels.ky. You go to the volunteer tab and fill out the application form. We encourage families to sign up as well, especially to deliver during the holidays. Our seniors love when children and teens come around. It just really brightens their day. So nobody is too young or even too old to volunteer with Meals on Wheels. Some of our greatest volunteers are seniors themselves. So Meals on Wheels really gives everybody the opportunity to get involved and give back.
Now, what's on your wish list, Jennifer, for Meals on Wheels? Okay, I could ask you what's your wish list for yourself, but I know you wouldn't want that. You'll prefer me to ask you what's on your wish list for Meals on Wheels.
Well, in general, for Meals on Wheels, one of the things I would wish is that we could actually work ourselves out of a job. How great would it be that we did not have the need for Meals on Wheels in Cayman? Unfortunately, we have an aging population. A lot of our seniors cannot physically get up to prepare a meal for themselves. We have seniors that are home alone, or some seniors that have caregivers. They provide care, but they do not provide a meal. I would love to see people genuinely volunteering to support Meals on Wheels. I would love to see more and more companies support Meals on Wheels. We know that there's a lot of people asking. However, I think when we look at where Cayman is today, we would not be here without our elderly, without our seniors who really brought Cayman to where we are. And Meals on Wheels is one of those opportunities that it gives you the chance to say, I am giving back to our forefathers in such a simple way. When we deliver a meal, we are hearing stories of the past that are not written in any history book. So our volunteers really connect with a part of our history that is cherished for forever. With Christmas season coming up, I would love to see as many people as possible donate gifts to our seniors. We will be collecting gifts at the Westin this year with our Santa for Seniors program, and also at Cost You Less. So our seniors, we want to treat them very special and very well, not just at Christmas, but we do that every single day that we serve them.
What's your wish list for yourself?
Oh, wish list for myself. Ooh, that's a hard one. I have not thought about it. Honestly, I spend my days taking care of other people. If you ask my children, what do you do? What is your job? It is to serve and help others. So I don't really have a wish list.
Well, we're blessed to have you, Jennifer. And the senior citizens, I'm pretty sure they're appreciative of what you do, you and the rest of the staff and volunteers do for them day by day.
Absolutely.
Now, Jennifer, we're going to recap Turkey Trot.
Okay.
But donations, can anyone make donations anytime?
Absolutely. Anytime, any day. Donations can be made through our pledgeasenior.com website or through our mealsonwheels.ky website. If you bank with Butterfield, you can do a direct payment on Butterfield as well. For Turkey Trot, you can just make a donation to Turkey Trot even if you're not trotting. However, Turkey Trot is for everyone. Walk, waddle, or run, it is for everyone. Also, for those who are participating in the marathon, you have the option to do a charity link, and Meals on Wheels is one of those charities. If you want to move for meals, you can also do that and reach out to us, 769-1974, or info@mealsonwheels.ky, so that you can let us know, hey, we want to raise funds for Meals on Wheels, and we will help support that and push that through our social media pages, because we really do need the funds. Unfortunately, we have a growing waiting list of people who are applying for our service, and they do qualify, but we do not have the funds to keep them on, because we're not feeding someone for just a day. We are pretty much feeding them for the rest of their life once we take them on, or until they're moved into a care facility. So definitely donations anytime, all day long, is available and much needed by Meals on Wheels.
Awesome. Now, Jennifer, as we're sitting here, I'm trying to remember, you have 4 events, right?
Yes.
Fundraising events. Okay, so you've got the gala, you've got the coin collection, coin drive.
So we start in January with our Change for Change coin drive. Right. So that's right around the corner, and we will be starting sign up soon.
Okay.
Then we have our Orange You Glad Gala. Then we have our Seniors Rock Dress Down Day.
That's the one I was
And we end the year with our Turkey Trot, which is this coming weekend.
All right, so let's recap how to register, how to pick up our brace package and all that.
Okay, so Turkey Trot registration is available online at Cayman Active or through our Meals on Wheels website, mealsonwheels.ky. For those who have registered, you can collect your package on Wednesday or Thursday at the Westin Little Cayman Boardroom. For those who would like to come and register in person, you can do that this Wednesday or Thursday from 12 noon until 6 p.m. Again, in the Little Cayman Boardroom, so you can register, pay, and collect your packets at the same time. And then the race is starting and finishing at Grand Ole House. We will start at 6 a.m. with warm-ups and stretches and getting everything into place at 6. Race will start at 6:30. There's parking across the street from Grand Ole House. We thank the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service for their support on the roads to help us with safety. We'll have lots of marshals and water stops. It's going to be a great morning for everyone. After the race, we will end on the beautiful deck of Grand Ole House with a continental breakfast and lots of spot prizes, giving everyone the chance to walk home with some great prizes for supporting Meals on Wheels.
Awesome. Well, Jennifer, wish you all the best, and I'm pretty sure we'll see you back in here, God's willing, in January. For the Change for Change coin drive.
Thank you.
And we love to take part in that too. Anything we can do for Meals on Wheels, Wish you all the best. And in case I don't see you, have a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you. Same to you, Anita.
Thank you very much. Jennifer West, General Manager of Meals on Wheels. Please, please, please support our senior citizens. Please. All right. I can't beg anymore. So, and don't forget, coming right up after the 8 o'clock news, we are giving away that gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant as we celebrate their Taco Tuesday special, 2-for-1 tacos and margaritas all day long. Both locations, East End and Morgan's Harbor and West Bay. All you have to do is listen up for the trivia question, which I have right now, and call us after the 8 o'clock news with your correct answer. Question is, which industry in Mexico popularized tacos? Was it the construction industry, mining industry, or agriculture? Let me repeat the question again. Which industry in Mexico popularized tacos? Was it construction industry, mining industry, or agriculture? Call us on 1-800-534-8255, 949-8037, or 949-6990 if you know the answer.
Feast mode activated.
There's always room at the family table, and Foster's is there to keep everyone fed.
With incredible new recipes and familiar classics, we have everything needed to cater any family feast.
Roast turkeys, holiday hams, fall off the bone pork shoulder. Not to mention cheesy mac and cheese, scallop potatoes, pumpkin or pecan pie. There's a lot to be thankful for this year.
Have a thankfully hassle-free Thanksgiving and order yours online at fosters.ky. Fosters, better because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
In the news, a clarification from Workforce Opportunities and Residency Cayman regarding the submission of a new medical declaration letter for people applying for work permits, permanent residency and Cayman status applications, extensions, business visitors visas, and special economic zone applications. Radio Cayman's Paula Cal has more.
Work says people still need to have a medical test, but what has changed are the documents that need to be submitted with the immigration application for processing. The new medical declaration cover letter needs to be completed and signed by a medical practitioner. If adverse results are found as a result of the tests, the medical practitioner is required to report those findings to the relevant authorities. Only practitioners fully registered as a medical doctor from the United Kingdom, United States, or Canada will be accepted, not the previous countries originally stated. If you are from another country, work will offer a temporary condition to allow you to enter, but your medical tests need to be completed within 7 days of arrival and the declaration letter submitted to the department within 7 calendar days of arrival. The grace period continues for this new initiative until the end of the month. Applications received after December 1st without the medical declaration cover letter will not be accepted for processing. For Radio Cayman News, I'm Paula Cal.
Frequently asked questions are posted online at medical.work, that's WORC.KY, or contact customer care toll free at 1-800-534-9672 or 945-9672. Police are investigating a report of illegal dumping in the Newlands area by someone driving a white Nissan pickup truck. A short release on Monday, which included a photo, said the person responsible will be prosecuted for illegal dumping in conjunction with the Department of Environmental Health. Police also issued a warning to the public about the cost of illegal dumping. If you're caught, they say you'll be prosecuted and are subject to a fine of $500 and 6 months imprisonment, according to the Cayman Islands Litter Act. Planning, Housing, Agriculture, and Infrastructure Minister, the Honorable J.E. Banks, turned up Monday at the Lions Center to the registration day for the National Community Enhancement Program.
This is very important to the government to make sure that we have these programs going so that we can also basically keep in mind to see how the demographic of the people, those that are in need of work, flows. So if the counts are getting lower and lower, it shows that, that a lot of people are getting into jobs.
Audio there courtesy of CIG TV. No word yet on numbers for this year's program. In the past, we've described NICE as a program that provides several weeks of work for unemployed Caymanians or their spouses to do a variety of jobs such as roadside and beach cleanups. This year, Pahi says it is a volunteer program which offers a stipend. Now to the BBC for news making headlines around the world. I'm April Cummings.
BBC News with Jerry Smith. Indonesia says the number of people killed in Monday's earthquake in West Java has reached 268. Hundreds of people are still missing, with many children thought to be among the dead. Ukraine security services are conducting searches of one of the country's most famous monasteries due to suspicions it might be used for Russian activities. They're checking if it's being used to harbour saboteurs or to store weapons. In Hong Kong, 6 staff members at a newspaper have pleaded guilty to colluding with foreign forces, a charge introduced under the new national security law. They worked for the pro-democracy tabloid Apple Daily, which was forced to close last year. Iran says it started enriching uranium to 60% purity at its Fordow plant near Qum. It said it was responding to demands from the UN for Tehran to cooperate with its investigation into the discovery of uranium traces at 3 undeclared sites. Australian police say they've used new DNA technology to identify a serial rapist nicknamed the Bondi Beast, who terrorised Sydney over 3 decades. Investigators say Keith Sims targeted 31 women between 1985 and 2001, entering their homes or attacking them while they were out jogging. Malaysia's king has announced he will pick the country's next prime minister after Saturday's national election failed to produce an outright winner. King Al-Sultan Abdullah invited the opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim and the former premier Muhyiddin Yassin to meet him. At the Football World Cup in Qatar, Lionel Messi's Argentina team is playing Saudi Arabia. Halfway through the second half, the Saudis took a shock 2-1 lead. And one of the biggest stars of Latin American music, Pablo Milanés, has died aged 79. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com. Did you know that ValueMed Pharmacy has a free online prescription service? Managing your health and medical requirements has never been easier with ValueMed. Simply visit value-medpharmacy.com. That's VALU-medpharmacy.com and click the Refill Prescriptions tab on our website. Fill in the information for new prescriptions or refills and choose your preferred pickup location. ValueMed on Walkers Road or Town. Then bring in your original prescription from your doctor when picking up. There's no need to stand in line and wait for your prescription. Save time and pick up prescriptions at your convenience by visiting value-medpharmacy.com. That's VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman for the latest in news and information.
Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky.
Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price and a service to make you smile. At Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Good morning, everyone. Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, I see we have just about everyone, and of course Tom drops off, as per usual. Let's just wait a minute here. He always comes right back, and we're almost ready, and... oh, whoever's dog that is, please go on mute. Why won't it let me share my screen? Okay, looks like we're ready to start.
We're like a video conference with no technical issues. CG Britcay. Good like that.
The 8:12 a.m. weather report brought to you by CG Britcay, where people come first.
Head east on Cove Road. Sharp left on Church Street. Sharper left. No, your other left. Did I say left? Nope, you missed it. Okay, I'm lost.
With money-saving bundling options for home and motor, we're like a GPS that doesn't steer you wrong. CG Britcay. Good like that.
Let's stop and ask for directions.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Subway makes it easy for you to stay on top of your health and wellness goals with our Fresh Fit menu options. Choose from 5 Fresh Fit Subway sandwiches with only 450 calories or less per 6-inch sub. Turkey breast, veggie, oven roasted chicken, black forest ham, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, or make your 6-inch Fresh Fit sub into a salad or wrap prepared with fresh vegetables. For a full menu and nutritional information, visit subway.ky. Subway, eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Planning a meeting, event, or office celebration? Visit subway.ky to place your catering order today.
Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. DJ Fox, do we have a caller? No? Okay, we'll take the call between, so you still have a chance to call and get an opportunity to win that gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant. Call now? Okay, let's see. We've got a caller on the line. Caller, good morning. While we wait, it's 40 minutes after 8 o'clock. You're listening to the Business Buzz. This is our second segment of the buzz today. We've got 3, so let's take that caller. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, you calling me?
Hi, good morning.
Right, I'm giving you the answer.
Oh, okay. So the question, let me repeat the question in case somebody missed it. Which industry in Mexico popularized tacos? Was it construction, mining, or agriculture? Now, what's your answer?
Mining.
Mining, that's correct. But you know what? I did a little research to find out if there was a correct answer because I'm thinking it's got to be agriculture. But then I saw where it's mining. What did you find?
Oh, I didn't go very far, but I found that there was research into it, and it was mining.
It was mining, right? I think because
like
back in the days they used to mine the silver. They use something called taco. Anyway, don't get myself in trouble here. Congratulations, sir. Would you like to give?
A taco is also the stick you use in one of those games that people play on tape.
Okay. Well, congratulations, sir. You've won yourself that gift certificate to Tucker Restaurant and Bar. You don't have to use it today. You can use it at any time. And you know they have 2 locations, right? West Bay and in East End. Both beautiful locations. But today, you don't want to miss out on the 2-for-1 taco and margarita special. It's on all day, both Tucker locations. They've got the specialty taco like peanut chicken, blackened fish, pulled pork, vegetarian, and DJ Silver Fox special coconut shrimp. Congratulations. Please give your name to, unless you want to give me your name.
I'll give my name.
Sure, sir. Go ahead.
Curtis Barnett.
Good morning, Mr. Barnett. How are you?
Doing very well.
Still making music?
Yes.
And selling musical instruments.
And writing.
And writing. Okay, well, now we know. Mr. Barnett, congratulations. You can leave your number with DJ Silver Fox, and you know how to pick up your certificate from Radio Cayman, right?
Right. Now, did you have a chance to see the book that came out November 7th last year, sir?
No, sir.
Caymanian Epics. It's available.
All right. And it's available at your store?
At all bookstores.
All bookstores. Well, congratulations. I didn't know that, Mr. Barnett.
And the Turtle Center.
Okay. Well, congratulations on the win this morning, and thanks for listening to Radio Cayman. Here's hoping you'll enjoy your meals over at Tucker Restaurant and Bar.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. We have, I almost forgot, we have a guest in the studio.
I'm sitting right here.
No, I didn't forget. I want to say good morning and welcome to the Business Buzz. Welcome the owner, audiologist, Dr. ANITA Stevenson. She is our guest this morning, and she's from Cayman Hearing Center. Good morning, Miss ANITA.
Good morning, Miss Anita. Thank you for having me back.
Oh, you're very welcome. And did I get you hungry there with all that talk about food?
Actually, I think I might go try DJ Fox's coconut shrimp. That sounded pretty good. Yeah,
yeah, it does, right? No, I know you've been here. Was it this year? May?
I think it was like February.
May. I think it was May. When I checked. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you back in the studio because we get an update this time because you had just moved into your new location, Cayman Hearing Center. Mm-hmm. New location, Alista Towers.
Yeah,
I came over there too.
Yeah.
Because I took advantage of that absolutely free hearing test.
Yeah,
I wasn't happy with my results, but but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it was available.
That you came in to do it. Yeah.
Glad it was available. So, Dr. Stevenson, give us a rundown on some of the evaluation services offered at Cayman Hearing Center.
Yeah. So, just for the listeners who may not be familiar with Cayman Hearing Center, we are a full-service audiology clinic, and we do everything audiology related, so hearing and balance related. So hearing tests for adults, for children, for newborns. We test for auditory processing disorder. We test for balance disorders, and we provide rehabilitation for certain balance disorders. We provide rehabilitation for hearing issues, for tinnitus, which is the ringing in the ear, and of course hearing devices.
Okay. Yes. Now, give us an update on any new services that you didn't include in that list there.
Any new services that we didn't include in that? I think I included everything.
So what are some of the typical in-demand services at Cayman Hearing Center?
So what we're finding a lot of pediatrics, a lot of children are coming in for various reasons. A lot of them, they're having speech delay. So they're coming in to have their hearing tested to make sure that their hearing is not leading to the speech delay. And balance, dizziness, vertigo. We're getting a lot of requests for that. And then auditory processing disorder. So that's a new one. I mean, it's not new to us, but it might be new to the audience. I'm not sure if I've ever spoken about it before, but audiologists are the only professionals that are able to confirm a diagnosis of auditory processing. So auditory processing is when you have a bit of a difficulty processing the sound. The way I explain it to parents or to any individual is think of a nice smooth road and all of a sudden there's a pothole or a speed bump and you kind of slow down a little bit and it's just kind of a little bumpy. So that's sort of the same process, the same principle where you're hearing the sound but it's just taking a little bit longer for you to process what's being said. So there are other professionals that can suggest that an individual has auditory processing. But audiologists, we are the only professionals that can confirm a diagnosis of someone that has auditory processing. I don't know if anybody is keeping up with the U.S. politics and the elections that just happened, and the candidate Fetterman that had the stroke, and he was having some issues. Yep, and he was having some issues with his speech, and he has auditory processing as a result of the stroke. So it just takes him a little bit longer to process sound. So it's something that we can provide therapy for as well, and to provide some coping mechanisms and some classroom modifications for children to help them do better and to be able to hear their teacher and understand better with auditory processing. Yeah.
How do parents, what are some of the indications that would lead parents to say, well, let's take my child to...
Right. So if they're acting out at school, if the teacher says they're not paying attention, if their grades have suddenly dropped, if you are giving your child instructions to do, and you tell them to do 3 things, and they do 2 things, and you said, well, what about number 3? And they look at you, but I didn't hear you tell me that. Those are some of the indications that if you see your child, or even you yourself, if you have difficulty in a noisy situation, if you have difficulty following instructions, those are some of the signs that for someone who has auditory processing would indicate that they need to come in for an evaluation.
Yeah, because I normally say yes. I didn't hear it, but which is crazy, right? Now, Dr. Stevenson, what symptoms would indicate the need for a hearing loss evaluation?
So for a hearing, just a general hearing test, turning up the TV too loud, turning up the radio too loud, asking people to repeat themselves. If you notice family members withdrawing from social settings, tongue twister there, social settings, if you find that your family members or friends are saying that you're mumbling when you're not mumbling, if you notice that they're getting tired or you're fatigued or you're just asking people to constantly repeat themselves, those are some of the signs. Now, there is a study out that shows that there is a link between untreated hearing loss and cognitive decline or dementia. So it's a new study that's come out, but they've always sort of suspected it over the years. So that is another reason why people should come in to get their hearing tested, because untreated hearing loss can lead to cognitive decline, dementia, Alzheimer's.
Oh, you have me thinking there.
Yeah.
No, let's talk about the latest in digital hearing instruments.
Yes.
As well as assistive listening devices and custom protective devices that you carry at Cayman Hearing Center.
Yeah. I have to remember to bring my show and tell.
Yes, you did the last time.
So I can have and show, maybe I'll get a really big one. But the hearing aids are the really nice thing that they have over the years, that they've become rechargeable. Now, patients that have had hearing devices for a long time, they'd have to change their batteries every week. They'd have to change the battery in their hearing aid. The devices are now rechargeable. You pop them on the charger every night, like with your phone. Beautiful. They're fully charged. They're also water resistant. So, we have a lot of patients that on the weekend, they go out to Rum Point and they jump in the water and they forget, so the hearing aids are water resistant. So you can go swimming with them. And they're Bluetooth, which is amazing. Although it can be problematic for us, the audiologists and the clinicians, because of that Bluetooth connection and it always dropping. So sometimes it's a little bit of a problem for us. But they are Bluetooth enabled, so you can stream all of your Bluetooth devices with the hearing aids.
Nice.
And they're small, they're discreet, they come in many different colors. We also have custom noise protection. I like to say that sometimes it can be the marriage saver, because if the husband snores, the wife can wear her sleep plugs at night so she doesn't hear him snore, or, vice versa, right? And, we have the gun range. And so for individuals out there, their noise protection. And then we have things like assisted listening devices. So that's just to help individuals that have hearing impairment with things that we kind of take for granted, like the doorbell ringing. If they have the hearing aids off, how are they going to know if somebody's at the door? So there's a light that flashes. And, you know, if you can't hear the alarm clock in the morning, there's something we can put under your bed that will shake the bed to say it's time to wake up. We have telephones that you can that are really loud, that you can control, that are very loud. I know that Cayman doesn't have this option, but I know in the US there's caption calling. So you can actually have a telephone with a little screen, and you call to a center, and there's somebody that's typing as you're having the telephone call with someone who's hearing impaired. But Cayman, we don't have that technology yet, but that is also an option. And then we have something called TV ears, which is something that you connect to your TV and you pop it in, and you're able to control the volume independently of anybody else watching the TV.
Nice.
So you won't have your family member saying, "Why is the TV so loud?" Yeah,
that's me. No, we just had a call at Dr. Stevenson, and they're asking if you're planning on having clinic in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman anytime soon.
Yes. So probably we're trying to work out the details, but we'll probably will be going over to the BRAC the end of this month, which is like tomorrow. But no, not tomorrow. But the end of this month is coming up pretty soon. So the end of November, beginning of December, we will be going over to the BRAC for a clinic day. Yeah. Okay. Little Cayman, we don't have any plans on going to Little Cayman to have clinic day, but we will be in the BRAC for clinic day.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Now, let's talk a little bit about on hearing aids.
Yes.
What exactly on hearing aids, and why are hearing aids fittings important?
Why are hearing aid fittings important? So we do something in the clinic where it is, it's called real ear measurement, or REM. And so basically what that is that we put the hearing devices on you, we have a little tiny probe microphone, and we're measuring how your ear responds to having the device inserted in the ear to sound, so that we can confirm the prescription. All right. So the computer shoots out a prescription that it says based on your hearing loss, and we pop it in the hearing aid. And about 80% of the time, it's not going to be the accurate one for you. It's not going to be precise enough. So by doing this real ear measurement, we're able to get an exact indication of how the anatomy of your ear responds to sound, having something inserted, having the device inserted, so that we're able to effectively program your devices. And we also do something called live speech mapping, where you're having a conversation and we're seeing how the hearing aid is reacting in real time, so that we're able to pinpoint any areas that we need fine tuning. The hearing aid is like an equalizer, like a soundboard, which, you're in radio, so you understand. So we have all of these different equalizers that we can control for the different frequencies. And so when we're doing the live speech mapping, we can see where we might need to, maybe it's 1500 hertz that we have to bump up a little bit or something, so we get a really nice response to speech. So those are some of the additions that we provide, other than just, here's a hearing aid in the box, but bye, see you later. We actually do these measurements with all of our patients.
Is that a REM you call it, you said?
REM.
REM.
Yeah, REM.
I'm thinking REM sleep.
Yeah.
No,
REM.
I did.
Yeah.
I when you had offered the free clinic for testing, I came in and I was tested.
Yes.
And it was the first time for me.
Yes.
To have a test. And I can't remember. I forgot. I should have looked at that yesterday. At my results, where the start and the finish, and then there's the middle.
Yeah, so we test you like the low frequency, and we go to the high frequency, and it's probably sort of maybe looked like that, where the high frequencies might have.
So my middle.
Oh, your mid frequencies.
Yeah, wasn't all that great.
Okay.
So that's where I need help.
Yeah.
But I think that if anyone out there needs to check, to see what's happening with their hearing, come to you.
Yeah. Yes, and
do you still offer the free clinic? Put you on the spot there.
She put me on the spot. So, as I said last time, my staff, whenever they know that I'm going on the radio, they're always prepared. They're like, she's going to go on the radio, she's going to say something, and we just need to be ready. And so I told them yesterday, I'm like, I'm going on the radio. Remember, so just be prepared. So anybody that's heard us on the radio, heard me here today, until the 30th of November. If you call and say that you heard me on the Business Buzz with Miss Anita Khan, you will get a free hearing screening. And basically what that is just to give us an idea of where your hearing is. It's not a complete evaluation. It's just a basic screening. And to take advantage of this, please call the office. They're there now. It's 8:30. They're there now. So you can call now.
Be there now.
They should be there now. If they don't answer the phone, you let me know. But you can call the office at 946-9174. Or if you prefer WhatsApp, it's 925-5836. Just let them know that you heard Dr. Stevenson on the Business Buzz this morning with Miss Anita, and you're calling to get your free hearing screening, and they will get you in as soon as they can.
Well, thanks for taking that up. Now, listeners, I got this for you, so make sure you utilize it, all right?
Yes.
Now, Dr. Stevenson, you're a young Caymanian, female Caymanian.
Yes.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
And you've worked your way through the process. This is your own business.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more before we let you go. But in the meantime, I want to say thanks to our sponsors, Cayman Insurance Center, Cayman Medical Supplies. Just a reminder that Brack Medical Supplies now open in Cayman Brack. And thanks to our other sponsor, 345 Equipment Services.
Homeowners, protecting your family and property is crucial during the season, and you should always assess insurance needs long before a storm makes landfall. Most insurers won't issue policies when a storm is imminent. Cayman Insurance Center's team of professionals can help owners like you find the most comprehensive coverage and competitive rates. Call Michael Webster today at 925-5433 or Denise Brown at 814-7229. Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Call Michael and Denise today at Cayman Insurance Center.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the People's Station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Radio Cayman News.
I have taken the decision and tendered my resignation.
The speaker is accused of alleged misconduct against two women at a government function back in September.
Members of the opposition are noticeably absent in Parliament.
Under this government, we are rapidly becoming a kangaroo parliament.
This PAC administration retains the confidence of the people of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman. Your voice, your choice for today's biggest news.
Business Buzz. Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so. We do appreciate our listeners and our viewers on YouTube. This morning we have 3 segments. This is our second segment when we're speaking with Dr. ANITA Stevenson, a young Caymanian, young female Caymanian, and she has her own business, Cayman Hearing Center, and we've been talking about her services, but she wants to talk a little bit more about the business side of things. So, Dr. Stevenson, this is your own business.
Yeah.
How is it working out for you?
As a young Caymanian, I would encourage anybody to be a business owner. I love being a business owner. I love the field of entrepreneurship. It's not met with, it's not that I don't have challenges like any other small business out there, but we find ways to go at it. We've been in business for almost 16 years, so I must be doing something right.
You must be.
Must be doing something right. And it was a decision that I made shortly after graduating. I made the decision to come back home and provide the service because the service wasn't here. And it was started in a very unconventional manner. And I don't suggest that people start businesses this way, but I literally had a conversation in October of 2006 and we opened in February of 2007. We had no proof of concept.
But we
did something right. And
certainly did.
It's a rewarding. I love that I'm able to provide the service. As the only audiology clinic on the island, we're doing great things. And I'm even more excited because we're mentoring a young Caymanian, younger, because I'm young, right? A younger Caymanian who has expressed interest in the field of audiology. And so
very good.
We're actually mentoring her and encouraging her to go away to school, because we don't have much homegrown talent. I'm the only homegrown talent in this industry. So it's a bit lonely and it's a bit tiring. So what I would like to put out there to any listeners, if there's anybody that's even interested in the field of audiology or working with hearing aids, you can always give me a call and have a conversation. We have plans of doing an internship in the summer for anybody that might be interested. We're working with an apprentice right now who wants to be more involved in hearing aids. And like I said, the young Caymanian, she wants to be a clinician. She actually wants to go off and be a doctor of audiology. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to encourage her as much as I can. And I just, people don't really understand audiology. They think one thing or they think another. But as an audiologist, we are a hearing imbalance specialist. And sometimes we are the first point of contact for someone to identify them with something more serious than a hearing loss. Sometimes we're the first point of contact that will indicate that there's something wrong and we picked up that the person could possibly have a tumor. Now, we can't say that word as audiologists. It's not within our scope of practice. But there's tests that we'll see that will give us indication, hey, you need to go for more testing because this just doesn't make sense. And sometimes that's the first time that they've had anybody suggest anything and they find out something, that's life-saving. And people don't understand the importance of their hearing and how important it is to check your hearing and the lifestyle situations that will impact their hearing and the health issues. Cayman, we have a lot of diabetics, and diabetes is going to directly impact your hearing because it's impacting the blood flow. But back to the business, it's been fun. It is fun. I enjoy it. We're growing, which is great. And, I might be putting myself out there again, which I love to do. Right. But
you're in good company.
I would love to be a mentor to any other young female Caymanian. And yes, I'm being specific when I say female, right? Because as a woman, we meet different challenges than our male counterparts in any industry that we get into. But if there's any young female Caymanian who wants to start a business, I would be more than happy. I would be honored to be their mentor as they navigate the world of entrepreneurship.
There you
amazing.
There you have it, folks. Yeah. Make sure you let your children know, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Annette,
yes.
Thank you so much for being. I wish we had more time.
I know, that's fine.
But we're trying to squeeze a third segment in with Rotary Central. So
yes, that's fine.
Give everybody an opportunity to tell their story.
Of course.
So I'm pretty sure we'll see you back in the studio.
Of course.
Come the new year. We want another update.
Yes.
We love these updates.
Yeah.
So can you give contact details?
Yes. So really fast before we go. If you want to give us a call, it's 946-9174 is our phone number. If you prefer WhatsApp, you can WhatsApp call or WhatsApp message 925-5836. We are located in Alyssa Towers on the 3rd floor. So if you know where the baby shop is, 3rd floor, Alyssa Towers, that's where we are. And you can also go on our website, Cayman Hearing Center, and center is CENTER, the American way. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. But CaymanHearingCenter.com, and you can get more information, and you can actually book an appointment online as well. Thank you, Anita.
And don't forget you have that.
And don't forget, you have to call and say that you heard me on the Business Buzz to get your free hearing screening.
Before that, you go, Dr. Stevenson, some better ear tip health. Health.
Don't use Q-tips. Turn the music down and come and get your hearing tested.
That's right.
That's it.
Dr. ANITA Stevenson, owner audiologist at Cayman Hearing Center. We'll see you next time. Oh, before I let you go, what's on your wish list for Christmas?
What's on my wish list for Christmas? Yes. Oh, half a day at a spa with nobody bothering me.
All right. Let's hope Santa is listening. And we want to wish you all the best with Cayman Hearing Center. And please have a merry and safe Christmas.
You too. Thank you, Anita.
Thanks to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Insurance Center, Cayman Medical Supplies, and 345 Equipment Services. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be rolling with Rotary Central to take us up to 9 o'clock on the Business Buzz.
Now open on the sister island, BRAC Medical Supplies. Everything from over-the-counter items to home care products such as wheelchairs, crutches, bed pads, adult briefs, and PPE items. Friendly, local, loyal, and long-standing service right in the BRAC. BRAC Medical Supplies. Call today at 948-2228. Better yet, come see us. We are located right next to the Alexander Hotel.
Whether it's routine care or highly complex surgery, when it comes to your health, you want the best. Health City has Cayman's most comprehensive range of in-house medical services. Recognized for quality and excellence, Health City brings together expert doctors, the best technology, and the latest techniques to understand your health and ensure you get the care you need. From Camana Bay to East End, you can trust the team at Health City. Health City, world-class healthcare within your reach.
Cayman BRAC, your ETA for the air show is Sunday, December 4th at 12:30 p.m. Prepare yourselves for an unforgettable experience.
After more than 20 years, the air show is back in the BRAC. Enjoy an aircraft exhibition where you can see the planes and meet the aviators at the airport.
Tango 3 left turn ahead, taxi.
Free parking will be available at the airport. For full details and event lineup, visit CaymanAirShow.com. The Cayman Islands Air Show, landing in Cayman BRAC, Sunday, December 4th from 12:30 to 2 p.m.
The Department of Environmental Health would like to advise Bontown residents to get their bulk waste ready for collection from November 21st to 26th. Household appliances, furniture, and other items too large to be handled by weekly DEH collective crews should be placed by the roadside where it's easily accessible to DEH collection crews. Metals and vegetations should also be separated from other bulk items. Do not obstruct the roadway or storm drains, or place tires, construction, and demolition waste, hazardous materials, or electronics. For more information on the Bontown bulk waste collection from November 21st to 26th, please contact DEH's Solid Waste Management section at 949-6696.
Did you know that in the event of a hurricane, water designated for the purposes of drinking, cooking, and bathing must be disinfected before use? Water may be disinfected either by boiling or through the use of chlorine bleach. To disinfect through boiling, simply leave the water on the fire for 1 minute after it begins to boil. To disinfect with bleach, add 3 ounces of chlorine bleach to every 1,000 gallons of water. If you are not able to smell the bleach in the water after 30 minutes, then add half of the amount of bleach that was added during the initial application. Recheck the water after 15 minutes to ensure that there is a residual bleach smell. A residual bleach smell is an indicator that the water has been properly disinfected. For more post-hurricane safety tips, visit DEH website at deh.gov.ky.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. It's 15 minutes until 9 o'clock. Thank you, Silver Fox, throwing it back to me. In the studio, I'm joined by two gentlemen, all dressed in red. I think they're ready for Christmas. So let's hear from them. Good morning.
Good morning, Anita.
Good morning to familiar voice, I'm sure.
My name is Carl Brown, but I'd like to introduce past President Mike Pratt. He
Sure,
was
do
our
my job.
30th president.
Good morning, Anita.
Good morning.
2016, 2017. Mike is one of our stalwarts going back. He's one of our quieter presidents, but you always feel his hand because he's been involved in all of our handiwork going way back. And one of his latest majors is our Rotary Schoolhouse, where we got together as Rotary clubs in the Cayman Islands along with community partners, and we were partnering in creating the Rotary Schoolhouse at the Botanical Park in down in Frank Sound. And that is evolving into an educational center. It's going to be an interactive center, and phenomenally, yes, it was opened by then Prince Charles, now King, our current monarch. But Mike was also instrumental in how it looks, architecturally, and he was also importantly involved in helping us to repurpose pieces of history from our airport. The old airport waving gallery is reincarnated at the Rotary Children's Center in terms of pieces of wood from that airport.
They're able to take some of the lumber from the airport, the old A-frame, and repurpose it into benches for the schoolhouse. So that's a great place for the children to come.
Yep.
And John Lawrence out there is very instrumental in getting that whole education center going. So.
Yep.
Wow,
so we represent President Jennifer, who is our current president, and we represent Vice President Brendan, and we are here to... Oh, good morning to our listening public. Thank you so much for being listeners.
I left you with a mic, Carl, because...
And thank you very much, Radio Cayman, for
I know
being
you
our
love
partnership.
That mic, so yeah.
But we're here to talk about our major fundraiser, annual fundraiser, which is the 26th edition of the Music Extravaganza, which will occur on Saturday night. 26
Wow.
years.
Okay.
All grown up, wearing long pants. We're going to be having our grand occasion at Grand Harbor on Saturday night. So on Saturday night, somebody's going to win $40,000.
40,000.
And there will be six people. Grand prize is $40,000. And we're going to have six people who are going to be making $1,000 each. Okay. And our Rotary ticket sellers are also going to be able to earn the possibility of selling the winning ticket.
And the second prize is $4,000.
Second prize is $4,000.
Don't forget that. That's still a good amount of money.
Yeah.
That's a chunk.
Especially.
I can use $40 of that for lunch. Yep. I'm just kidding.
But yes, we're...
So Mike, you've done so much for Rotary Central.
Well, I'm one of the few people, one of the many, I should say, that, it's all volunteer work. I think over the last 35 years, we're talking about it before we came in, that Rotary Central has put back about $7 million into the community in 35 years. Wow. That's not counting all the volunteer labor, man hours that we've put into it. So we just don't write checks from the money we get from the public, from these fundraisers. We get our hands dirty. We get in there and, extend the money and help out as best we can. So
our average contribution in terms of man hours per week is in excess of 150 man hours per week. And the value of that is off the charts.
So are there any woman hours in there? I'm just kidding.
From the moment we had women who joined Rotary from 1996, our club changed into a remarkable blossom, and our projects marooned and blossomed, and our club presence and footprint has been much more remarkable since we have been inclusive. I cannot express how happy we are with having made that decision.
Very good decision. Very good decision. If you're just joining us, this is the Business Buzz. In the studio, we have Mr. Rotary
Past
members,
President Mike,
past president.
Mike Brent.
Thank you there. And Mr. Carl Brown.
Yes.
Carl Brown is everybody. We all know Carl. Carl is a famous voice on the radio, in commercials, representing Rotary Central.
Yes.
And now you have the music extravaganza. I always buy a ticket, so you know.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly. And thank you for all of those of our listeners who have been supporting. We'd also like to thank our other service clubs who have been supportive. Lions, we really thank you for helping us as we have helped you. And we work together to achieve remarkable things in our community.
Now, it's taking place this Saturday, right?
Yes.
Do you have a venue for the raffle?
Yes.
Yes, it's behind Grand Harbor at where Salty's Mike's is, the outdoor bar there.
Oh, Salty's, okay.
Yeah, so they've hosted our event there for a few years now. It's a great place. You can bring the kids, bring a dog. It's outside. Come early, have a nice dinner if you want. Family friendly. Great place. And we actually it's a great night of music. 3 local bands.
Okay.
C&B, who's Chuck and Barry,
Mm-hmm.
which everyone knows. They do islandy stuff and some pop, some rock and roll, a great mixture. And then we've got the Fabulous 68s, and I described them as kind of a modern Blues Brothers type thing, horn section and all. They closed our event last year, so we brought them back, and they're going to do probably a little bit of Cajun in there too.
And that band also has some female, a good mixture of horn-blowing females.
Nice.
Remarkable.
Nice. That's I mean, you don't have to pay to come in.
No, you don't.
So that's the other good thing. And the tickets are $25, right? So consider it a $25 admission fee to a concert.
It could be considered that way, but that's I cannot tell you the value that's wrapped up in being
that's what
there.
I'm trying to say, Carl.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, and then the last band is Heat, who has been around for a while, Brent McLean and company.
Yes.
They'll get the night rocking with a little bit of soca, a lot of soca.
Heat.
Heat.
I didn't know Heat still perform.
Yes.
I mean, we play their music all the time here on Radio Cayman, but I don't.
Heat has been around for nearly 30
so
years.
So who's the vocalist for Heat?
It's Brent McLean.
Brent.
Yes.
Okay, because I know Mona. She did sing with Heat back in the days.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Brent is
they've
the main
got a
man.
few new members and stuff.
Okay.
So it keeps growing like a blossoming plant.
Yes. Like a Cayman orchid.
That's right. So what time does this start?
Starts 7 p.m.
Okay.
on Saturday night.
Okay.
So between now and then, if you purchase your ticket, you stand a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
And
if you don't have a ticket, you don't stand a chance.
You don't. And then you'll hear of somebody else who did.
Yeah.
If you choose and have chosen not to be in attendance, you're still eligible, and we will probably disturb your night's rest, as we have done many a time, and make a call at 12:30, 12:10 to alert you that you have won.
So that means you don't have to be present to win.
You don't have to be present to win.
Just buy a ticket.
We'd also like to remind those of our supporters in Cayman Brack that Miss Anna Rose Connell sold one of the $1,000 winning tickets last year.
Oh,
and
nice.
So everybody really does stand a chance.
So where can I get my tickets, Carl? Mike?
Yep, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, we have sellers out at various supermarkets. Also, we have like resellers who will be basically selling on behalf of Rotary, and they're probably in every corner of your office, your supermarket, your gas station, your local restaurant. If you see a sign for the extravaganza, chances are someone in that venue is selling tickets. So
and then you can go to eventpro.ky.
Okay.
If you have chosen not to show your face, you decided you want to do it online.
As we're talking here, Carl, I remember last year I sold the book because I had Adrian and those guys were in here last year. That was last year. That was just the other day. Oh, and within I would say within half an hour, I sold that book right here at Radio Cayman. It was gone.
Yeah.
Miss Norma bore the bulk of it. Miss Norma, her birthday was on Monday. Happy belated birthday,
yes,
Miss
happy
Norma.
belated birthday to Norma.
Before we
who has grown up with Radio Cayman.
I know, right?
Yes.
So we can get your ticket. How we eat? Oh, sorry. So we know how we can get our tickets.
And you can purchase your ticket as a gift to someone who you think kindly of. It's a Black Friday opportunity. It's
pre-Christmas gift.
Pre-Christmas gift.
Nice gift.
And I can assure you there are many people walking around here with smiles from their $40,000 faces over the years.
Yeah. But like I say, if you don't have a ticket, you don't stand a chance.
Yep. And I have had the privilege as a Rotarian to be the facilitator of 2 winning tickets over the years. Of course, I've been a Rotarian from 1993 before I did.
You grew up with a Rotary.
Before I had facial hair, yes.
That's right. Now, what does it take to develop fundraising projects and making the case for companies to also get on board with their support?
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, it's not easy sometimes, but if you have a good cause, which I hope they think Rotary Central and all the community projects we do is, or are, it's easier that way because they know you get bang for your buck. You get a return back to the community. I used to say, tell people, help us help your community. So you get people to come in and help. It comes back tenfold, hopefully. It's usually, if I go somewhere and say, well, can you sponsor us on this event or give us a discount for this fundraising thing? No, Rotary Central. Yeah, you guys do a lot of stuff. You're great. Okay. So they know it goes somewhere. It's more difficult if you're just a new charity starting out. But, I guess as long as you explain to people, show them what you're getting back. Like I was saying earlier, we've put $7 million over the last 35 years back in the community, and probably more than that in woman and man hours that way. So do you mind if I mention some of our community projects?
Go right ahead.
Okay,
go right. That was going to be my next question.
Okay, good. Yeah, because this is the main reason we do this fundraising. We, I'm a quiet guy. I don't like to get on the radio and talk too much, but this is what we do it for. A couple weeks ago, we did diabetes and health screenings over at LT's and Cost You Less. We had 170 people screened, and that was all free. We'll do that again. I think back in March, I believe we do 8 locations in one day.
And last weekend, we had a diabetes screening in Cayman Brac. Also facilitated with both Rotary and Lions Club.
Okay.
All right. You probably see all the different bus shelters we have around Grand Cayman, and there's 1 or 2 in Cayman Brac.
2 in Cayman
Brac. We put out so people can stay out of the rain, out of the sun, and everything. Some locations are just for school children to stay out of the weather till their bus comes. We've got about 100 of them now on island, and we have a whole crew that gets together pretty much every Saturday to do maintenance on them or clean them up.
And fabricate them.
And fabricate them, yeah. So we just had 8 of them came in recently, and those are all already put out there. So we've provided, computers to schools, support youth and adult literacy programs. We did a able to play playground facility at Lighthouse School a few years ago, specialized playground equipment for disabled children, special needs, I should call it. We've been supporting the Junior Achievement Program for several years. We do scholarships every year to UCCI, ICCI. We support programs against domestic abuse. We have a national disaster fund we've been keeping for a few years. In fact, after Hurricane Ivan, we had a lot of people. I wasn't even a member then. And a lot of people were out fixing roofs and fixing, buildings, members of the community, because that's what needed to be done.
And funny enough, it was during P.P. Everett Leacock's year in 1996 that we started. We were the first to start a disaster fund as a a community group, and then it became a Rotary Cayman Islands Disaster Fund, and then our district, which includes 11 islands, 10 countries, somewhere around there, embraced the idea and created a disaster fund for the Northwest Caribbean. So that seed started with Rotary Central and has come back to be part of our fabric of assistance to community.
So you have some more projects there?
A couple, yeah. So like Rotarian Carl said, that the Rotary Schoolhouse Project, which was done between the 3 clubs in Cayman at the Botanical Park. And then we also donate different organizations, the Bridge Foundation, Hope for Today Foundation, and that's not all of them. So
we love Silent Voices. We support mental health intervention, awareness through Loud Silent Voices. We helped them to secure a facility in West Bay over the last 2 years, and that has been remarkable because we have filled a void that nobody else was able to do at the time. We are also involved with the Alex Panton Foundation, which is critical to young people's suicide prevention, intervention, education. Many significant projects of that nature that are beyond belief. Many libraries throughout the Cayman Islands that we stock to enable people to improve their literacy, and that's just one small part of our literacy program, which includes our facilitating the prisons. And we have a mobility. We were the first social community organization to create a mobility mat to enable people who are unable to navigate on their own to reach the ocean.
Carl, you'll have to start a fund for me if I don't end the program. It's 2 minutes after 9 o'clock, 2 minutes over our time.
Thank you so much.
I want to say thank you so much. And just a quick, in a nutshell, just recap extravaganza coming up.
November the 26th, this Saturday. You stand a chance to win $40,000 and more.
And be able to help all these...
and every ticket translates into significant community return.
And all the proceeds go back into our mini
all
community
projects. Go back, all funds.
That's one reason, one of the reasons why you should purchase a ticket for the music extravaganza coming up.
And thank you to Radio
Saturday.
Cayman.
Thank you, Mike. Sorry we have to be so short this morning, but we wanted to give everybody a chance this morning on the Business Buzz, and happy to be able to. Carl, thank you so much. Mike, thank you, and good luck. Here's hoping you can raise more than more. Do you take donations?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got 20 seconds, Carl.
We donations. So we accept donations of gifts to enable us to facilitate the occasion. So if you have a gift that we can provide as a part of the prize winning, it enables other people to feel excited, and it also enables you to participate along with purchasing your ticket.
All right. There you've had it. Rotary Central in the house this morning. Mike Platt and past president Mike Platt and Carl Brung. He's the image guy for Rotary Central. That's all I'll tell you this morning. Thanks to, we had Miss Jennifer West from Meals on Wheels. Don't forget Turkey Trot this weekend. Dr. Annette Stevenson, Cayman Hearing Center. Make sure you go and get a free hearing. You have tests. You have until November 30th to do that. And for Tuca Restaurant and Bar for coming on board for Taco Tuesdays right here on the Business Buzz. Want to thank you. Make sure you go over to both locations, East End and West Bay, and enjoy 2-for-1 tacos and margarita special on all day, both locations. And to our sponsors of the Buzz, Cayman Insurance Center, Cayman Medical Supplies, and 345 Equipment Services. Thanks to our guests in the studio, our listeners, YouTube viewers, Silver Fox holding it down, and a producer of the show, Miss Susan Watson. Until we see you Thursday, November 24th. Please stay safe. From Anita, goodbye.
The Business Buzz is proudly sponsored by K-Man Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211. And K-Man Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years in the Cayman Islands, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services. And 345 Equipment, quality machinery, parts, and repair services for all of your construction equipment needs. Call 525-0021 or email info@345